Hey besties. Another no video episode. Because we look...
busted. No, we don't look busted. I just
don't feel like it.
don't feel like it. So, boo-hoo, get over it.
I'm not the most photogenic person.
We know.
So,
I'm joking.
that's why I was always behind the camera.
You're beautiful.
No.
Shut up.
Save that for another podcast
Shut up.
episode.
Shut up.
Shut
up. Keep on fucking talking like that, I'll rip out your goddamn tongue through your throat. And
That's
you can
hot.
Eat it.
I'm kidding. I just want to see your reaction.
We have people with weird ass skin.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'll hear it when I edit.
Oh,
Mm.
good.
Yeah.
And
And then I'll text you and I'll be like, what the fuck? Anyway, today's topic is zodiac signs and the stigma around them. Because I can't tell you how many, and your sister being one of them, you said, I can't tell you how many times I've talked to someone about zodiac signs and they're like, that's not real. That shit's not real. So.
why they exist.
Right. So, because, like, I get it. The horoscope stuff is, like, cheesy and it sounds stupid, but it's
White, that's
it's
why.
made... The horoscopes are made to sound that way so that it's so general it can apply to whoever. You know what I mean? You nasty bitch.
Excuse me.
So, like, yeah, horoscopes are going to be really general and really ambiguous, and they're not going to fit your day-to-day life. They're not meant to. But that doesn't discredit all of...
That my sister's a Cancer, and that's the reason why she said it.
It doesn't discredit all of... Oh, yeah, I was going to look up... Because you said Mercury
Mercury's
in
in
retrograde, and it's in Gemini right now, and I wanted to see what Gemini placements I had in my birth chart. I don't think there's many. But, yeah, so I like zodiac stuff. I really got into it a while ago. Because it's like another way of learning about yourself other than being around yourself, you know what I mean? Like, instead of learning about yourself through experiences in life or like how you interact with people, this shit just tells you. And it's like, sure, sometimes it's not gonna be spot on and it's not gonna be exact down to a T how your life is. Are you looking up your chart?
Yes.
My Mercury's in Libra. So.
I don't want to go to my fucking son of a bitch.
Oh, and I have.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I have
God
two.
Damn it.
I have two Gemini placements. My Saturn is in Gemini, and my node is in
my
Gemini.
Mercury is Aquarius, and my Gemini is in Jupiter. My Jupiter's in Gemini.
And I used to know these. I don't really. So Mercury. Oh wait, I don't have it written down now on this one. Oh no.
I'm really breathing heavy into the mic.
It's okay. I found something that told you what each, here it is, what each planet represents. So Mercury is all about communication, how you talk to people, how you text, how you think and solve problems, how you process and absorb and exchange information, how curious you are, and your general interests.
I'm not curious.
From that's where the placement comes in. You said your Aquarius is in Mercury. So I mean, I don't know everything like off the top of my head. Like, oh, Aquarius and Mercury means that you're this, this, and this. I like have a Google Doc of what my placements mean and stuff. What? Why'd you put your phone away so fast?
There's no spicy pictures.
So...
His phone's almost dead, and he's still at work.
Oh. So...
Of course, because he works till fucking 6 o'clock at night.
Mercury... There's another one I was going to look up. Maybe not. Mars... Oh, I was going to look for Jupiter, because you said your Gemini is in Jupiter.
Yes.
Jupiter is all about how lucky you are, your ethics, how philosophical you are, your abundance and cautiousness, your knowledge, and your generosity. So...
Not very generous.
That's not true.
It is true.
So,
I'm a cold-hearted bitch.
No, you're not. So that's where the
not just a phase, Mom.
that's where the stigma part of the topic comes in. Is like there's a lot of assumptions made about like the signs in general.
Geminis are two-faced
or
fucking
just
assholes.
people. Yeah, that is the only assumption I will always agree with, because the 2 Geminis that I know,
Two-faced.
Enough said.
What's thundering?
No, it's Mom closing her bedroom door.
No, it was just thundering.
Oh, Jupiter in Gemini. So, are you having fun over there?
I'm getting impatient.
Impatient with what?
I don't know.
Am I talking too slow? It's the front door. It's okay. It's fine. Someone just went outside.
I'm just impatient.
So yeah, there's a lot of assumptions about all of the signs. Like, the ones that I hate about my sign, about being a Libra, is like...
You're soft.
No, it's like we're money driven. We want to go shopping all the time. We want to go spend money. And like, I get that to a point. Like, yeah, I want to spend money, but it's not like that's not my entire personality is shopping. You know what I mean? Or like, Taurus, all they do is eat and sleep. Which I have known a couple Tauruses, and that's not their entire personality. So, there's just a lot of like assumptions that come with the signs.
And apparently that's an Aquarius.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aquarius is that you're cold-hearted and you don't feel any emotions, and I can tell you that's very far from the truth. You're just selective about
who I am.
You let yourself be around other people, which is completely okay. Like, that's valid, because there are people who will take that and they'll use it against you.
I've had that done.
Exactly, which means you're justified in your actions. Of
now, my boyfriend is a Scorpio.
See, Scorpios, that's the other sign. The signs that I feel like get shit on the most are Gemini, Scorpios, and Leos.
Well, we know a Leo.
Leos, I don't really like. I've never really gotten along with Leos. But Scorpios, I'm like, I don't know. Something about knowing that someone is a Scorpio just makes me feel weird. If you know, like, not anything against your boyfriend. Like, he doesn't make me feel weird, but, like, I don't...
He doesn't like zodiac signs anyway. He doesn't understand them.
Yeah, it's not... I mean, it's really not that hard. It's the placement of the stars and the planets from when you were born. Literally, when you were born. The time, the place, everything. Which is cool. But I can understand how people are like, well, how does that dictate your whole life? The planets don't dictate your whole life. And it's like...
Yeah, they do.
They might not dictate your whole life, but they make a whole lot of fucking sense.
Just like when it's a full moon out, people get cranky because your body's like... It's like... basically all water. Almost all water.
Yeah, we're 70% water.
The
moon controls the water.
Controls the tides and everything. So, like, no wonder why I'm going to get a little cranky when the fucking moon's full.
Right.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know if this is picking you up or not.
It is. I've been watching it. It's all good.
Okay. Just, I know when it hits the green, it's a little clearer, that's all.
Oh, okay.
That's... But, yeah, so, like, I can understand... It sounds crazy if you're like, the planets dictate your life. But it's more of just
the
things line up.
Healing energy. Put your feet on the ground.
It's just that, like, things are in tune with each other that you can't...
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Mercury right now, like, with Mercury being in retrograde all the time, your commitment relationships are going to start to... You're going to start figuring out the flaws in that relationship. Mm-hmm. Which we already did as us, too. Mm-hmm. We talked about that already.
Yes, we did. A very healthy conversation that we had.
Yeah, and it didn't turn into, like, us screaming at each other.
Which we both thought was going to happen, which is so funny because we're not like that at all. But that's trauma for you.
And that's what we've worked on each other.
And we're good.
And which is surprising because that's the only, like, I want to say friendship that I've had. This is the only friendship that I've had that, like,
has been healthy.
Yeah.
It's funny how easy, like, communication is so easy, but it's one of those things that you don't think is that important.
Yeah.
So you don't do it because it's so easy. And, like, with me and my friend, I won't fuck up this time. We have to communicate a lot because she doesn't live here. So it got really important to be like, you need to tell me flat out. Because I can't see you in person. I can't have in-person conversations with you. You have to text. And it is a lot harder to, like, express your emotions through text because you have that period of writing out the text message and before you send it where you're like, I shouldn't say this, and you can delete it. Whereas in person, if you're just spewing shit out, you can't be like, oh fuck, I can't say that or I shouldn't say that or whatever. Which I think is why our talk was so healthy, was because we just kept going and saying shit, and we didn't have the chance to have those moments where like, oh, I can't tell her this or I can't tell him this because they're going through something or whatever.
And it's also because this is very healthy because we've only known each other for only a year.
Right. So it's good to get that stuff early than to let it, because my mom literally told me, she was like, you guys aren't gonna be friends forever if you don't address this, and if you want to keep being friends, you have to man up and just do it.
Like, you address some things, I address some things,
and we've been getting better. That's the other
significantly better.
Yeah, that's the other half of communication, is you have to own up to your words. Yep. Of like, oh, I'm gonna do better, and you can't just forget about it. Like it's like very conscious effort to work on yourself.
Your major things was...
It was some of the things that you said.
Yeah.
Some of the conversations that we would have that I was just like, I realized you grew up different than I did. I didn't really... Like, because a lot of it was like the sex stuff. The segs. I don't know if I need to censor that or not. I was like, I personally view that as something that's very personal that you don't really talk about. But like, we've gotten better.
Like, with my family, we're just out in the open with it.
Right. And because it's...
Which, that's no diss on my family.
No, and it's not bad to be... it's me and mom are open about it, but that's my mom, so it's like... To me, that's a personal... But like with my friends, I wouldn't have those kind of conversations. Before, anyway, we wouldn't have those conversations. So it was just weird for me. We do now. But it was very weird for me because I was like, this is a very personal part of me that I feel like you're not supposed to know. But then I realized, like, it's not the end of the fucking world if you know some shit.
One part, it's like two people know.
Right. It's like, so it's just a conscious effort. Excuse me.
Don't honk at me.
It's a very conscious effort to...
I know I'm sexy, but you don't need to honk at me like that.
And a lot of people don't realize that, like, that's where the zodiac shit plays into, is, like, the placement of the planet in the zodiac ring is very telling on how people communicate.
And
I guess, of course, life experience plays into that, too. But I think it's a even balance between life experience and your zodiac placements.
What's really funny, and I think it's hilarious, is that you and I really shouldn't be as close as what we are with our zodiac placements.
Yeah, it's funny. And, like, my friend that doesn't live here, that I can't say her name, she has a friend that's born on the same day as me, so we share a zodiac, and they don't get along. But me and her hit it off, like, we hit it off immediately. And I had a friend that's born... a couple days after she is, so she's a Taurus too, and we weren't that close. We were, but we weren't really, like, it was that fake kind of close because I wasn't really myself around her. And
then there's me, who has the rarest zodiac sign.
Yeah, Aquarius is very rare. And not a lot of people are born at the beginning of the year. Like, Yeah, wait. That January.
My mom and dad had sex.
Oh my god.
November, December,
November, October, September, August, July, June, May, April.
So they had sex in April. You guys had sex in April, and that's why I'm here. Was that in April? They made a fucked on April Fool's Day.
Oh my god. Who? What? I don't want to think about it.
April Fool's Day sex.
No.
April Fool. Never mind, I'm not gonna make that joke.
Anyways.
Anyhow.
Whoa. So, yeah. Zodiac signs are more than fucking horoscopes. Like, because then you get into life path numbers. Are you alright over there?
No.
Deep throating the microphone?
I have to. I love these guys so much I have to.
We love all three of you so much we have to deep throat our mics. Colby has to deep throat his mic. I won't be doing that. I'm glad we're not video recording this episode.
I'm going to make one joke. I was going to make a joke, but only one person would understand that, and he'll pick on me later for it.
Save yourself now.
Yeah.
Yeah, zodiacs are more than just...
Sorry, I'm a virgin whore.
Yeah, okay. Oh. I was going to say, yeah, okay.
A virgin whore.
I realized. It processed.
For once.
A little bit. Yeah. What were we talking about? Zodiacs.
Home. I'm alone.
We've been trying to contact you, but your car's extended warranty. Oh, yeah. I looked up what Jupiter Gemini means. Because Jupiter is about, what did I say, curiosity and, like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It says, Jupiter Gemini guys and gals are fluent, versatile, and inquisitive. The lucky path for you is one of the sampler, like a DJ. Ew, what the fuck? This is not a... No, I'm not... This is a horrible website.
What does inquisitive mean?
Inquisitive? It means... It's another way to say curious.
Why can't y'all just say curious?
Here we go. Cafe Astrology. I trust them with a lot of things. Jupiter and Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Individuals attract the most good fortune when they use their wit and ingeniousness, are versatile, sociable, curious, and put others at ease with friendliness and sincere curiosity. As an air sign, Jupiter, you are mentally adventurous, ready and willing to learn, into mind expansion, and less attached to your values than others because you are generally, quite impartial and open-minded. You are able to see many sides to an argument. Better times of any year for you to realize your goals include when the sun is in the sign of your Jupiter, Gemini, and when the sun is in fellow air signs, Libra and Aquarius. See the table below. So, basically, you're just open-minded. What are you frowning about over there?
Oh, I follow Monterey County Firewire on Facebook, and there's a fire alarm at 100 block of Jacob's Landing in Danville.
So, you're basically just open-minded, you have good luck, good fortune.
I don't. No, I don't.
But then
I'm open-minded, though.
But this is where the other part of... Sorry, my boobs itch.
I don't want to see that.
This is where the other part of zodiacs come into play, because when you put in your information to get your natal chart, it has degrees next to everything. So that tells you how strongly you'll feel the impacts of that sign in that planet placement. So, like, I have really weak placements in my chart.
Well, you're pretty weak.
Did you say I'm pretty weak?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Why is there water in that box over there?
Water?
Yeah, it has the green lid.
My shampoo?
Is that shampoo?
Yes.
I thought it was water. Can I drink it?
No.
Why?
My strongest sign is my node, which I don't really know what those are. Excluding my node.
It's something that's like, it's like...
I've had it explained to me. No.
It's nodes.
No, it's not the body nodes. It's an astrological node.
Oh, like, so like nodes in your body are like something that's in your voice box that makes you like Stephen Hawking.
No. Stop bringing that man up. You've bullied him enough.
He's dead. So you can't bully a man when he's dead.
My strongest sign in my chart is my sun sign, Libra. So I feel those placements more than, like, what's my weakest sign? 5 degrees, my Venus, which is in Libra. So, but even, like, placements aside, degrees aside for how strongly you feel things, because I don't know if that's, like, a thing. I've never, like, heard that. I just assumed, because that makes the most sense. Like, the higher the degree, the more you can relate to that placement, whatever. All of that aside, even still, there's gonna be things that are written about the placements and the planets that you're not gonna agree with, you know? I feel like I'm doing all the talking again. It feels weird. So
you're messing with the microphone.
Yeah, you're making funny sounds over there. So, I mean, It's like it is and it isn't real, I guess. Because, ooh, chill. Because you are...
Can you stop that? The movie we watched was haunted.
No.
So please stop making
it's
weird...
It's from my hair.
Yes, but still, the movie we...
Oh my god.
I'll wink at you too.
No. Stop moaning. So... Yeah. What's your take on the whole thing? Because we're both pretty into like zodiac stuff. So.
Can I tell you something? I kind of wasn't paying attention.
I know you haven't been. That's why I just kept talking. I can tell. I don't think we're gonna record any more tonight because you don't have the patience.
No, I have the patience.
No, you don't.
I noted off for a second. Can you stop breathing into it, you weirdo?
It was barely even picking it up. See?
No, I wasn't paying attention for some weird reason. It's like astronomy class. I retained a little bit of it. I'll remember it later.
It's okay.
When it's not needed.
Right, you'll text me weeks from now and be like, "Oh my god, remember when we talked about this?"
Notes? Like notes just like
notes?
Something weird out in the planets.
I look it up all the time and I never remember what it is because it's just it doesn't make sense to me.
See, like, my whole take on it, believe what you want, but if I say, oh, that's an Aries, that you're such an Aries, don't get mad at me and want to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in a household with a Scorpio. My mom. My brother was a Cancer. My sister was a Cancer. No, my older sister. So here it goes. My mom was a Scorpio. My dad was an Aries. My older sister is a Sagittarius. I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, that's what they are.
I'm an Aquarius. My brother is a Cancer. My younger sister's a Cancer. My younger brother is a Cancer. So I grew up with 3 Cancers in my household, and they clashed all the time.
As
now
expected.
Me and my older sister get along because Sagittarius is supposed to be my soulmate.
Yeah. I'm trying to look up. My mom is a Cancer. I'm a Libra. And
what's Eric?
Eric is a Capricorn.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, and Tony is a Gemini. I don't know why I needed to look. I fucking knew that.
Explains it.
My cousins, 2 of them are Aries. They were born on the same day. One's a boy, one's a girl. Both Aries. Very chaotic energy.
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are both.
I've got Virgo in the family. Never thought about this.
I don't know what Pap and Grandma are.
When are their birthdays? I have the dates up right here.
My Pap's July 1st. Grandma.
He's a Cancer.
I don't know what my grandmother is. Let's call my mom and ask.
Hey, Mom. We're filming a podcast episode right now. So I feel like we've got my cousin that's coming up in a couple weeks. He's also a Libra. He's a September Libra. So that's interesting. That's the other thing too, is like it's so funny to see people like compare because the zodiacs go between 2 months usually. The like comparisons of like, oh, a September Libra and October Libras are different, and it's like, are we though? We're both the same sign. You think she'll answer?
I don't know if my mom's gonna answer or not.
When is Graham's birthday? That's all we need to know. You don't know when Graham's birthday is?
I don't know what Graham's birthday is.
Yeah.
What's Graham's birthday?
Huh?
What's Graham's birthday?
December 18th.
December 18th. I didn't know that.
Okay.
And we're filming a podcast episode, and we're trying to figure out Graham's birthday.
Oh, yeah, it's December 18th.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go eat
Okay, what you eating good?
spaghetti.
Ooh.
So, alright?
Okay.
Alright.
You're gonna be in the podcast, but okay.
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 Alright.
Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Alright.
So Graham is a Sagittarius.
That's why Grandma and I get along so much.
And I didn't know.
My hands smell weird because of the microphone.
So I knew. Okay, this says Aries is a ram. I knew that. Taurus is the bull. Gemini is the twins. Cancer is the crab. I knew all those. Yeah, I didn't know that you were the water bearer.
Yeah, I didn't know, I'm an air sign.
I didn't know.
Explain
that's
that
so
one.
fun. That's
Explain
so fun.
that one.
America, explain.
America,
I didn't know
explain.
Capricorn was goat.
Yeah, the Capricorn.
Sagittarius is archer.
Wait,
and
no.
Pisces is fish.
Yes, Pisces was.
I knew Pisces is fish.
They're too coy.
Yeah.
Coy.
But I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know Capricorn, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and that was it. I knew the other ones, because they Leo, Lion, like that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like the people who like they hear zodiacs and they're immediately like horoscopes aren't real, like that pisses me off. Like we all know horoscopes aren't fucking real.
A horoscope,
but
is
they can be.
Read.
Yeah. And a lot of people, because I've heard this argument where they're like, oh, well, if you read something at the beginning of the day, you're gonna unconsciously make sure your day goes like that. If it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if the horoscope tells you, oh, you're gonna have a good day, you're gonna do whatever you can after reading that to make sure you have a good day. So that you're like, oh, my horoscope was right. But if you read it at the end of the day, like before you go to bed, you can be like, oh, shit. All of it makes sense. Like, all of it had a reason for it to happen.
Maybe.
Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But I think, like...
Sweet, you know, he's a Pisces.
I just think it's...
Goddamn Hercules.
We're the hurricane. We're the hurricane... Oh, Colby. Oh, Colby. There you go.
I got it.
When the whole, like, where horoscopes get weird is, like, when it starts talking about, like, here's your money horoscope, here's your love horoscope. Like, you can't... You don't know all that shit.
What's a money horoscope?
It's just like exactly what it sounds like. It's gonna tell you if you have money coming in the future or not, or if you're gonna go through a period where you're broke. Like
I go through periods where I'm broke every single fucking paycheck.
Right, like that's.
Like, ooh, I got $600 in the bank. Oh, it's gone 2 days later because I have a spending issue.
And you have bills to pay. So, it's. I think horoscopes bring down the credibility of zodiacs a lot, and it's not fair. Because, I mean...
Zodiacs existed long before we even...
Knew about it. Right,
and... Like our last episode, I talked about my past life. I was watching the Zodiacs.
Right. So as an astronomer. And, like, so I don't know.
They existed...
way before then.
Farther than what we did.
So, yeah, and it's like, I mean, you can... Whatever. You can choose to believe it. You can choose to just be like, oh, superstition or whatever. Or it's stupid. But
stupid.
I think...
Doo-doo head!
I think because I'm a person who, like, I favor science over religion, it's like, why do you keep sniffing your hands?
The fucking plastic smells weird. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a chemical-y smell.
Okay.
Because it's from China.
Well, stop sniffing your hands. It's freaking me out. Giving me the heebie-jeebies. I don't remember what the fuck I was saying. Stop sniffing your hands! Ew.
You were gonna lick my hands.
What was I saying? Oh, because I'm a person of... And yeah, I wouldn't put it past you to lick your hand right now.
Fuck you.
I'd lick mine.
Yeah, then you go... You. To the sink.
Fuck you.
Am I wrong?
We don't talk about my germaphobe
OCD
tendencies.
You are a big germaphobe.
Yeah, we don't talk. Oh my god,
no.
Ew. Fuck, I hate you.
It's kind of weird that like I've only known you for a year and I probably know so much about you.
We should have an episode where we just we talk about how we see each other. I think that would be interesting. Let me put it on the list.
Sorry, the topic is switching.
No. Well, maybe. Oh, it's been 30 minutes. We can make a short episode about zodiacs. Because there's really nothing else to say. I mean, it's not... No matter what we say, it's not... We're not trying to, like, persuade people.
No, I'm thinking now, and I know how I envision you now.
This scares me. I need time to prepare because you're putting me on the spot.
No.
I'm not allowed to make a list.
No time.
Are we gonna end this and then do another one?
Why don't we just add it to this one?
Because I feel like we could. Well, maybe I guess we can't really talk for too long about how we see each other. It's like, this is how I see you, and then that's it. So sure, I mean, I guess it goes because we're talking about how zodiacs can perceive how it help.
Learn English.
Words.
You were born speaking English. Let's learn how to speak it.
Oh my God, you sounded like a person I will not name, but I know you know exactly who I'm thinking of.
Even though.
Yeah. Anyway, so okay, let's talk about how we perceive each other then, and.
Like what was talking like how we picture you?
Yeah, like
I picture you as like this.
Okay,
like,
how about let's put it this way: if you had to explain to someone who's never met me, never seen me, never had a single conversation with me, how would you explain my personality and like the way I am to that person?
Do you really want me to do this?
I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of regretting it.
No, because it's actually kind of cute. Now that I think about it.
Okay, well.
So if like, I actually had this conversation. Wait, I actually already did this.
To who?
Shane, remember?
Who?
An old friend of mine who wanted to go out with you.
Oh.
I told him no.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Your gay best
Saved
friend.
me a fucking.
Always.
Saved me.
Back. But like how I tell people about you, I tell them to picture the sweetest person mixed with the nicest person. Don't you dare fucking cry, because if you start crying, I'll fucking start crying.
I won't cry. Go ahead. I won't look at you. Okay.
But like, you mix the sweetest person and the nicest person and a person who would drop anything for you. Mix that all into one person, and that's how you get you. But then, here's where. But you can also get really edgy. Mm-hmm. At some points in your life, like your haircut, I absolutely fucking adore it. But like,
it was such an impulse decision.
But it was a good impulse decision. And you and I are very impulsive people.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. And it gets even worse when we're together.
I just text you like, hey, you want to go do something? We want to film a couple episodes tomorrow?
We're very impulsive.
Well, that's what they...
Literally nothing we've ever... Except for three occasions. Nothing we've ever done in the year we've known each other has been planned beforehand.
No.
Absolutely nothing.
No, it hasn't.
And I like that. I think it's nice. Because we talked about this when we had that talk. It was nice. It's nice to, like, have someone that I genuinely want to be around when I feel like I'm in, like... When I'm just like, hey, I'm bored, let's call Colby and see what he's doing. Instead of, like, making plans with friends and then the day comes and you're like, I don't want to fucking be around you now.
Like,
so I like...
From me, bitch.
Right.
Ugly.
Right.
And even when we make plans, it's not like that. Like, I'm really excited to get the fuck up that day.
Right. Like, when you texted me last night and you were like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Let's record some episodes. I went to bed so excited.
I did too.
I was like, what are we going to talk about? Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta go to bed early.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I got to shower before I go get him. I got to, like, I'm going to do all this shit beforehand.
I got a shower this morning as soon as
I woke
up.
So did I.
I sat in my bed a little bit.
So did
Naked.
So did I.
And I'm like, okay, I gotta plan what I'm gonna wear. Like,
yes.
It's like a girl's day out, but we're just fucking sitting
in the house recording episodes. But I think because we haven't seen each other in weeks,
it was
more
weeks,
exciting.
It was like a month.
Yeah, it was like a month. Because every time you were free, I was busy, and every time I was free, you were busy. So we just never got the chance. Or like it was like that
time where it's like I don't want to be around people.
Yeah.
I want to be by myself for a second, a little bit. But like,
because we had a lot of shit going on.
Like that's how like the way I think about you is a mix between Princess Diana, Bea Arthur, and Betty White.
That sounds like I don't know the personality of any of those people, and I don't know who the second person is. You're
confident.
Named, but
you have a really. Some points you have a really big confidence level.
If I know what I'm talking about, I think I'd... Yeah.
I've seen when you get confident, very confident. I've seen that. But it's scratched.
It's okay.
I'm like sitting here talking, I'm like...
It's fine. Nobody uses this table, so...
But like, honestly, if you like mix those three people together, you get you in your form. But then what pisses me off about you, and it's nothing bad, and it's something...
No, and it's healthy to talk about this, because there's always going to be...
It's nothing bad, and I don't want to have it come off as bad.
I know it doesn't matter what they think.
You need to give yourself more confidence.
I knew that was coming.
This goes into what you posted on Instagram last night.
Uh-oh. Which one?
I can't stand looking at myself in the mirror.
Oh.
I would die to look like you.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I would.
This is going to be an argument off the podcast.
Why?
Because there's just no way.
How?
Because you haven't seen... With clothes on, I look decent. And I'm sucking in all the time.
You are beautiful all day around. Don't you fucking...
But that's the thing, beautiful. Like, you don't see...
I don't picture... My issue is, I don't picture you as what you picture yourself. I picture you as, like, my best friend who, like... Even though, like, we both go through shit, it's always, like, you're one call away. Like I did for you the other day. I was sleeping. I heard my phone go off.
Oh my god, I felt so bad.
You needed me, so I'm like, yep, I'm up. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I felt so bad that day.
I didn't care.
I know you didn't.
That's like just... Because you do the same fucking thing for me.
Yeah.
You've already done the same thing for me. Like,
have you noticed I've been answering your calls faster? Yeah. Why? Oh.
Well, the video's not on, Ma.
Yeah, no, we're not recording. We're voice recording, not video recording. What's up? Okay. And I can cut this out.
To the left, don't I totally look like a Karen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I please speak to your manager?
Yes. Oh my god, I love you, Ma. Mom cameo on the podcast.
Both moms on the podcast today.
Yeah, holy shit. We'll have to call this the mom episode.
But, like, you need to start looking at yourself like I look at you. Because, honestly, and there's some men who would, and I'm not trying to mean that being...
I know what you mean. You're not
like,
sexualizing.
There's some men who would die to have you. Because you're sweet, you do anything for anybody.
But that's a double-edged sword.
That is a double-edged sword.
I've learned that one.
If a man was to hurt you, I'd fucking chop off their balls and make them eat it.
It's, yeah, I mean...
Like, my whole thing is you need to start looking at yourself the way that other people look at you. I know, that's hard. I know. It's so funny because I just had this conversation last night with my other friend. And she literally was like, you need to eat your own words sometimes. And I was like, I know. I don't want to, though. I feel like I'm not hungry. I feel like at some points, me and her are like the same person.
Pretty much. Because you both don't sugar... I don't think we were recording when we said this, but I'm not the kind of person that, like, you can beat around the bush or sugarcoat things with.
I'm not the same.
And neither of you do that with me, so in a sense,
and it's
you're
stuff
both...
that you need to hear.
Yeah.
And it's stuff that, like...
And I've literally, like, if I need to... I've said this to her before, too. I was like, I don't care how rude it sounds. I probably need to hear it. Like, and you just need to say it as it is.
You need to say
and I'll have my moment of being like, oh, shit, that kind of hurt my feelings. And then I'll get over it. What?
Don't mind me. Can I get over here?
Yeah. Can you squeeze by? Yeah. So... She'd be in the center of the video right now, titties and all. What are you looking for? Something. Did you get sunburn on your back?
Yeah, how do you get sunburn on your back?
Or is it just from the hot water?
Probably just from the hot water.
What in the fuck are you doing?
What did you say? How do you say water?
Water. That's the Philly accent.
2 O's.
And a D. And an, yeah. WOODER. Water.
Yes.
Water.
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 Said it at work one day. I said, I want some water ice. And Mark was like, what? What ice?
Water ice.
Water ice. And she was like, I don't know what that is. And I was like, water ice?
Italian ice, I think, is what they call it up here.
Yeah.
They don't call it, you guys don't call it water ice. No. Italian ice.
But, like, yeah, you need to start looking at yourself the way that me and her do.
I know.
And the way your mom does.
Yeah.
Because your mom, whatever. All three of us look at you as this perfect
and
girl.
Brian. And my cousin.
And your cousin. Well, I don't really...
I know, but in my head, you like, four are the same. You say the same shit. You
need to start looking at the rest of us. Because I knew I was going to come over today. So I wasn't going to say anything until today.
About what?
Well, I just
my posts.
I talked to you earlier about the one.
Yeah.
But you need to start looking at yourself the way that everybody else looks at you. It doesn't matter if you suck in. Doesn't matter if you wear tight clothes. Doesn't matter if you wear baggy clothes. Doesn't matter what kind of clothes that you wear. Because I've seen you get changed. Have you forgot about that?
Yeah, I forgot that we do that.
Yeah.
Not in like a creepy way. I mean, I turn around and we don't. I don't. I mean, I guess I kind of have. Yeah, but it's not like in a weird...
It's not a weird way.
It's like when you're close... Right. I mean, coming from the girl that, like, would literally fucking get in the locker room and change in front of other girls, that means a lot that I get changed in front of you. I don't even... When my mom comes in after I shower, I go like this and I cover myself up. And that woman birthed me. So it means a lot if I can if I can change in front of other people.
You just need to look at yourself like everybody else looks at you. And it's going to take some time, trust me.
Oh, I know. And I have been working on it a little bit.
Like, I feel like your haircut gave you, like, a nice little boost of confidence.
It really did. Because it's not flat anymore. Like, there's layers, and
yeah.
I've got, like, bangs, kind of. Not really,
it looks
but...
like, if you were, like, to, like, fluff out your hair... Do that. Okay.
The head.
Yeah.
That?
Yeah, you look like you're from the 90s.
It's fun. I think it's nice.
It looks really nice. But
straight hair was not for me.
No, it wasn't.
Straight wavy hair was not for me.
No, it wasn't.
Short hair is not for me either, I've learned. Even though I get that impulse sometimes now, especially when, like, this hair hangs a certain way and it looks like, you know
it's
what
like
I mean?
A mullet.
Yeah, and I like mullets. Business in the back, or business in the front, party in the back. Yeah, and it's like, I get told that all the time because, like, I pulled up this conversation between me and my cousin, and... she kept saying stuff too, like, you're capable and worthy, never forget it. The only person
yes, and I told you that
who can
every
make
day.
a real difference for you is you.
But it's also good to have somebody there. Like, a whole bunch of people there to back you up.
Right, and it's like,
like, if you fall...
It's the anxiety is what it is, because, like, I know all this shit.
Yeah.
In my head, I know it, but then I'm also like, this doesn't apply to you. Like, you know it, but it doesn't apply to you.
But it does apply to you.
Yeah. But then it just takes a person to be like, hey, it really does, though. And I'm like, fuck, you're right. It does apply.
Yeah, it does everything.
Because it's hard to combat that voice in your head that's like, you're not worthy, you're not...
I've done it with one person.
Yeah, I know.
Which I'm very proud of that person for doing that.
It's a big thing to hear those words and to consciously say, oh, you're right, that does apply.
I just feel
instead of just letting them say it and you being like, yeah, I get it.
I just feel like that I grew up differently. So, like, to me, all those little voices that are in my head sometimes, which I have been going to the doctor.
This turned into more of a mental health episode.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
Which is good.
That was another topic that I had written down, but it's alright.
Which is good. Like, our people who need to watch this need to know that their mental health is way more important than any job or
mental
any
health is
friend.
so important. Mental health is so important.
I worked myself like a fucking dog, and I still do.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, you do.
I called out one day just for a mental health day.
And I was so proud of you. First I was shocked. I was like, Colby called off of work?
Yeah.
And then I was like...
It shocked everybody
good.
At work.
You called out of work. Like, you never call out.
I don't call out. And I go in when they need somebody.
Right.
Except for that one time.
Yeah.
I have done something unspeakable, like on some things that people don't look at me doing, because I'm just like my father. My father worked himself all the time.
It's the family we come from. Yeah. We come from very hardworking families.
Yes.
Which is part of the reason why my mom wouldn't let me get a job, because she knew that was going to happen. Which I am grateful for. I mean, how many 20-year-olds can say they've never had a fucking job? Not many. So even though there's pros and cons to the fact that I've never had a job yet, I'm grateful for the fact that I didn't have to balance work and school and bills like you have. Which is very admirable, by the way. It really is.
I am very proud of myself for
And you
working.
should be. Because that's really hard.
But I'm also very proud of the fact that my mom didn't give me everything that I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that your mom did. Cause
no, I know what you mean.
But there's kids who we went to school with.
Who got everything handed to them.
You also know the balance between getting what you want
and needing
being
something.
Told
no.
no.
Yeah. Which I have been told no before in my life.
And you and I, like, I feel like that's where we go at each other. It's because I, like, am so used to giving that's weird for me to receive.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the same way. I'm more used to giving than receiving. So it clashes. And yeah.
Like, I'm very proud of my mom for not giving me what I want, because now the phone that I have, I pay my bill sometimes now that, like, I'm not struggling anymore because of
money.
Yeah, because of money. I now you appreciate things a lot more when it's yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was your money.
It's your money.
You worked for it. You allowed yourself to not spend it on
dumb shit.
Yeah.
See, I spend a lot of my money on food because I like food.
Right, and you need food to eat.
Good for me.
Right. Which is depends on who you ask. I don't think it's that bad to spend your money on food, but some people would say that it's
I should have a budget.
Yeah. But I mean, you need food to live, so whatever, fuck other people. Don't matter.
Yeah, I'm very proud of my mom and my dad for not, and Jim.
Mm-hmm.
My stepdad. My other dad.
Yeah.
My stepped up dad.
Stepped up dad.
Because the other one went in a hole. Sorry, Mom.
I'll allow that once. That's your one a day.
I don't make jokes like that.
I know you don't, and I'm very proud of you.
But like,
because you used to make them a lot.
Yeah.
But that's, again, that's healthy, and it's good to make changes.
Well, I shouldn't say it's how I was raised, but like,
it's a coping mechanism, and it's not, because I mean I do the same thing. Like there's things that I do that I text like my cousin, and I'm like, haha, look what I'm doing as a coping mechanism, and like I know it's bad, and I know it's not the best way to cope, but in that moment, that's like all you can do to comfort yourself. But you shouldn't do it all the time is the thing. Okay, Grandpa, do you really have to pull your glasses down to look at your phone? I know you're fucking blind as a bat. Put that shit back up your nose. There's no way you can see anything on your phone screen.
No, that's very good. Sometimes my glasses give me a headache because I need new ones, and I refuse to go to the doctor for new ones.
Oh, I have to. I have to. I need new glasses. I need a new prescription.
Yeah, mine are starting to give me a headache.
Mine are going to break, and I want to have glasses.
Well, I don't understand how you go through glasses so much.
I don't know. I just break everything.
Mine got stuck in a fan, and they're not broken.
All I do in these glasses is lay down in them.
Oh, by the way.
And you see how crooked this is.
Yeah.
It makes my glasses crooked on my face.
That fan that I was telling you about?
You broke it?
It works still. But there's a fucking chunk for where my glasses took out the fucking piece of plastic and one fan blade.
That's so funny.
I don't understand where I got these glasses from the eye doctor, and they're free.
Yeah.
And they're fucking troopers. Like, these have went through hot water because they fell off my face. I've laid on them. Like, the arm has went, and it still works.
I'm just very accident
I think at one point my mom actually accidentally stepped on them. Like, these things have been through hell.
Everything you've said is literally how I've broken glasses in the past. Stepped on them, broke them. Not the hot water one.
Yeah,
stepped on them, broke my glasses.
The nursing home, I guess they got stuck in hot water, and that's why some of the
marks.
Like, it's so old that like the paint is wearing off. It's chipping away.
Yeah.
But I don't like going there because they gotta blow fucking air in your eyeball.
That shit is horrible.
Like, if you've never went to an eye doctor, you have no
It's
clue.
a new thing. They didn't used to do the air in your eye.
I got that all the time.
I never did. Not until I came up here. I thought it was new. No? They never did it at my old. No. I got my eyes dilated.
Fuck that.
So let me reciprocate, because you said how you view me, and I didn't.
Yeah, because I got into talking about.
Yeah, we got to talk about other stuff. So, if I were to explain to someone who you were without them having ever met you, I would say pretty much the same things that you said about me. You're sweet, you're caring, you put others before yourself, you're dependable, you're responsible, and you're just someone that is very trustworthy. Can we... Okay.
But I can also be an ass. To be fucking point blank, I can be a real
Not that
big
I've
ass.
ever... I mean, from what you've told me about, like, when you interact with other people, but I wouldn't put it as, like, you're being an ass. I would just put it as you're being the voice of reason. Like...
I'm an asshole.
You're playing devil's advocate, kind of.
Nah, I can be an asshole.
I mean, everyone can be an asshole. I can be an asshole. I have been. I was an asshole. Like, really badly before, because I had a lot of anger issues, and I still have a lot of anger issues. I just know how to control them now, sometimes, kind of. So that's, yeah, you know. But that's how I would and you know, more. But I can't think of the other words that I would use right now. But that's basically if someone asked me like, "Hey, what's Colby like?" That's what I would say.
I can be an asshole. Put that in there. I can be a real big dick.
I think it's justified sometimes. Sometimes people just deserve to be told off.
Or, like, when we're in, like, a shopping mall, like,
Me and you?
Yeah. I judge people hardcore.
Yeah. I will say that is one thing that you do that I don't really... I don't know how to...
But it's mostly people
I do,
that,
but
like,
I don't really, because I don't like judging other people. But, like, if you know what I mean? Like, if there's just some people, like, you gotta fucking judge them. Right.
Look at that crack addict.
Right, but then I'm not doing that with, like, every person that I'm passing.
But, like, I don't do that all the time either.
Yeah.
But it's just, like, certain people that give me, like, an off vibe.
Right, and you gotta judge them.
What the fuck are you? Like,
right. Or, like, if they make faces at you when they walk by, and it's like, what the fuck are you looking at, dog? You wanna go right now in the middle of Walmart?
Which we go to a lot.
Yeah, we live at Walmart. Perks of living in a small town with nothing to do.
We would Point Drive-In.
And Target, but that's kind of not...
Target's
around here.
that way, about an hour.
Either way, about an hour. There's one over there, and there's one where we go to eat.
There's Target over there? Oh.
Yeah. In Selinsgrove.
I just fucking whacked my goddamn...
On the window,
yeah.
I saw. In Selinsgrove.
I still feel like we should go watch a movie.
We can. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
We gotta wait for my car if you want to do the Point Drive-In.
Well, I mean like an AMC.
Anyways, we're getting off topic, and this is my way of avoiding that topic.
Why? You want to go see a movie with me?
Not really. Not right now. Not really. You know, there's just some days where you don't have the attention span for movies.
Me?
Me.
I know you don't have the attention span.
I don't anymore, and it's horrible. It's fucking social media. It's TikTok. TikTok is the reason I don't have a fucking attention span for shit anymore. So, wow, this is like... We've talked about so much in this episode. We're almost at an hour.
Both moms have made it into the podcast. Which we're going to eventually interview both of them.
Hopefully. I don't know what we'll talk about, but I guess kind of like what we did today. Maybe just talk about ourselves.
Everything.
About life. About raising. My mom is... No shade to your mom, but my mom is really good at giving life talks.
My mom is too.
And they're very moving.
My mom is too.
So I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You know, like they can both give the audience life advice.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. I don't.
And like how to deal with stress and depression and anxiety.
Mm-hmm. Mental illness. Those are things that I want to talk about on here for sure because they're very important, and we kind of touched on them here because we both struggle. I'm a little nervy to find out if I have any other diagnoses when I talk to my doctor, but who knows?
Yeah.
Life is just shit. It's like, I said this to my friend last night because we were talking, And I was like, and I guess kind of like what you said. Oh, this chair is so uncomfortable. I can't do this.
I'm comfortable with this chair. I don't know what the fuck your issue is.
Like I said to my friend last night, we were talking about stuff, and I was like, and kind of like what you said earlier, I'm repeating myself, but I have to, and that's a toxic trait.
That's not toxic. That's a good trait. Because I don't pay attention sometimes.
I know, but Mom hates it when I repeat myself.
I don't mind it.
So I'm trying not to repeat myself a third time, and I can't remember where I left off.
Like I said, you and...
Oh, like you said already, when I need to, like, eat my own words. Or I need to realize more about myself other than through my eyes. I was telling my friend last night, which I think would be beneficial to everyone, that's why I'm saying it, is you don't get to see how strong you are when you're going through shit. You only see that sometimes after the fact. So, like, not to spill all her personal information, but we've all been going through hard shit. So I told her, I was like, you're so fucking strong. Like, you can't
Stronger
see it, but you're
me.
so strong. I'll tell you after. But, like, and I was like, you can't see it, but, like, I admire you so much because you're going through all this shit and you still wake up every day. And, like, a lot of people don't realize that shit is so hard to do when you're depressed and you're anxious and you're fucking... depression is enough. It's hard to do anything when you're depressed. So it's like, just the fact that you get up every day, you go to school, you do this, you do that, you clean, you take care of yourself, like, that means so much. It doesn't seem like it because you're depressed and you feel like you need to be doing more, but just the fact that you can do that,
you got up and washed your ass.
Amazing. Right. Just the fact that you get out of bed every day is a feat in its own.
And put 2 feet on the fucking ground.
Right, is so admirable.
It takes...
And I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about that enough because it seems like such a simple task. Like, oh, you have to get out of bed to eat, you have to get out of bed to pee, whatever.
No, I don't.
No, if you don't want to move, you're not going to. I laid in bed last night for 4 hours, did not get up to eat or drink or, like, anything. Just laid in bed. Don't look at me like that.
I can and I will.
It happens. And
I can't say
we
much
gotta
on
stop
on my days off. I don't.
Beating people up for not getting out of bed because that is the hardest thing to do.
Need to lay in bed.
Right.
That's another thing people don't realize. Sometimes you just need to sit and lay in bed.
Right.
Take that day.
That's the only place that you can feel comfortable is in bed. Then just fucking stay in bed. Don't make yourself uncomfortable just because of society thinks that you should be getting out of bed every day.
Sitting in your room by yourself is a good thing. Sometimes is a good thing.
I was going to say, it depends. There are definitely days where I'm like, I don't want to be in my fucking room and I have to sit somewhere else in the house. And I, like, won't go in my room all day except for when I go to bed that night.
And it's good to do that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to stay out of your room.
But there are days where you can't... You don't want to leave your room either way.
That's your comfort space. What people don't really realize...
Your room should be your comfort space.
Yes.
Absolutely.
What people don't really realize is that your room has to be your comfort space. If you're not comfortable in it, you're not going to sleep good. You're not going to...
And I think that's why I struggled and still struggle so much is because my room doesn't feel like my room. It's a weird...
Oh, okay.
Because, like, where I used to live before we moved, my room was a little bit bigger. My mom would argue and say that it wasn't, but it definitely was. I had a lot more floor space, so it didn't feel like I could... Like, right now, in my room, I can stand in one spot and turn around, and that's it. Like, that's what it feels like. But my room didn't used to be like that, so, like, that kind of sucked. And then I don't have a lot of wall space, so I can't put stuff up like I used to. So it doesn't feel personalized in my room.
Start putting stuff up on the ceiling.
I might. Even though I've got, like, family pictures and, like, I have my shelves and stuff, it still doesn't feel like my room sometimes. Like, I look at it and I'm like, this isn't my room.
Shelves.
Yeah, shelves. Well, I have that one in the corner, and that's a shelf.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a knick-knack shelf that doesn't really have any knickknacks on it, but...
It kind of does.
Some.
Has Snoopy on it.
Yeah. And a snow globe.
Yeah.
But it's weird and it's hard, and I think we should stop. That's another stigma we need to get rid of.
Let's normalize laying in bed.
Yeah, really.
And being comfortable.
And not
let's normalize
pressuring yourself to do anything.
Here's another thing, and this is going to get a little controversial. let's normalize men also having health issues. That's another thing that
this is a whole other topic in itself. We'll have to get into another time.
Yeah.
I agree. That's really important. I hate stigmas are so horrible.
Look, I'm not just saying that because I'm a man.
No, you're exactly right, because as a society we put so much pressure on men to not be in touch with their emotions ever, to not take care of themselves. They go to work, they make money, they go home, they sleep. Like, that is a man's life in society's eyes. And that's fucking ridiculous, I think. Because at the core of it, we are all people. We are all people who feel. We all have emotions. We all think differently. Why are we trying to eradicate that from
society?
Genders?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And, like...
Society fucking sucks.
Yeah. Us as a whole suck.
Yeah. The expectations that society puts on everybody is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It's the world just fucking sucks. And
if you need to take that mental health day, do it. Call off of work. Tell your friends that, hey, I'm not gonna hang out today. I really just want to lay in bed. And if they're your best friends, they'll come over and lay in bed with you.
Or they'll understand and they'll give you your space.
Yeah.
That's another thing I do a lot with my friend is I'll tell her, like, if you need space, that's okay. I respect that. I don't like space when I feel depressed because it makes things worse, but I know that some people like to have that time by themselves. So I always say, like, you know, if you need space, I respect that. I won't push, like, do what you need to do. And that's another really important thing is, because, I don't know, when you're mentally ill and you're friends with people who are mentally ill, I think it's easier to understand. Yeah,
because we understand each other.
Right, and you have that, like, empathy that, like, not everyone is gonna, like, me and you, we're both depressed, but we don't handle our depression the same way. And that's...
No.
Nobody's going to handle depression the same way. Me and my mom don't handle our depression the same way.
I go for runs or walks when I'm depressed.
Right, and I just want to be in bed, and I want to mope, and I want to be sad, and I want someone to comfort me. Like...
No, like, I told you today, like, I ran to McDonald's last night.
Yeah.
Like, I jogged to McDonald's last night.
And that's really far.
Yeah.
Really far.
It took me about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Told you it's still fucking raining.
Whatever. So... Yeah, we'll make this a whole other podcast episode because now we're getting over an hour, so I think...
It's okay.
I know, but I don't know. People's attention spans.
That sucks. You know how Nate listens to this shit?
He puts it on in the background.
He puts it on his computer, then he goes, does
That's what I do when I listen to the podcasts that I watch.
Does something else.
I sit there and I embroider while I listen to them. I'll have to show you what I'm working on right now. It's so cute. It looks good.
I want to embroider so bad.
I got needles out the ass, dog.
I just get really scared that I'm going to fuck up.
I mean...
Because I want to embroider shirts.
That is really hard. I haven't shown anyone the shirt that I did because I don't like the way it looks.
Like, just like little designs on the shirt.
Yeah. It's hard to embroider shirts because it's very different from fabric.
Well, yeah.
It's still fabric, but, like, the fabric that you get, like, the fabric I use to just, like, do stuff that I leave on the
embroiders
is a lot different than shirt fabric, is, like, what I mean.
They're peas, babe, peas. You're out here throwing peas out.
But yeah, I think it's safe to end the episode here. Maybe
yes, it is.
we can expand on topics another time. I think mental health is on my list, but I'm gonna add like the society stuff that we started talking about, and the comparison of how we deal with things, like how we deal with things for women versus how we deal with them for men.
Yes.
So.
Yes. But
this was I like episodes like this.
As a recap.
As a recap, yeah. Zodiac signs are
not horoscopes.
Zodiac signs are not just horoscopes. There's so much more to them. You don't have to like it still. You don't have to care about it. It's not...
We're not forcing our ideologies on you.
Right. And I can say, like, zodiac signs aren't everything. They don't make up all of who I am. There's other shit that makes up you, too. But it is nice. It's kind of like religion, I guess you could compare it to. It's nice to have something that solidifies a feeling or, like, why you act the way you do. It's just nice to have something that's like, oh, you act this way because of your placements in the sky. So it's kind of like a religion, and not saying it isn't religion, but, or maybe, is astrology a religion? No, it's a practice. But it can be compared to a religion. So, what else? Mental health is
important. Take the day that you need to take a day. If you need to take a day off work, call off the work.
Right. Nothing is more important than yourself.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you're the only one that can fully and completely take care of yourself.
Nobody else.
Which is something I've had a lot of trouble coming to terms with personally. But it's the truth. At the end of the day, you can have all the friends that back you up. You can have people in your corner from here to fucking
Guatemala,
Mars. And at the end of the day, still the only thing that matters is the fact that you're there for yourself.
Yep.
So, yeah, don't forget that. You are important. Take care of yourself. Eat, drink, stay healthy. And until next time.
Have fun.
Have fun.
Don't die. Be safe. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, don't do drugs.
Do the legal kinds. I'm joking.
Maybe. We're not liable.
We're not. Oh yeah. We're not liable in case anybody dies.
To the 3 people that watch this. There's a couple more. I don't know. I truthfully have not looked at the views on our last things.
Okay.
Okay. That is all. Thank you.
Bye.
And goodbye.